How can you be a better Muslim? Quran 4:174 says, O humanity, there has come to you conclusive evidence from your Lord, and we have sent down to you a brilliant light. The Quran is an explanation of all things, a guide, a mercy, and good news to those who fully submit. How can Muslims fully submit to the Quran? How can Muslims show complete obedience to the commands of Allah revealed to Muhammad? What commands in the Quran are sometimes overlooked? Let's read the Quran and see how you can become a better Muslim today. For starters, you can ask a Jew about the Torah. Quran 10:94 says, So if you are in doubt about that which we have revealed to you, then ask those who have been reading the scripture before you. The truth has certainly come to you from your Lord, so never be among the doubters. Allah told the Prophet that he could learn from those who read the scripture before him. Who are these people? Quran 2:113 says, The Jews say the Christians have nothing to stand on, and the Christians say the Jews have nothing to stand on, although both recite the scriptures. Jews and Christians both recite the scriptures. So when the Quran talks about those who have been reading the scripture before, this includes the Jews. Now, what scriptures have they been reading? Good news. The Quran says that Jews and Christians both recite the scriptures. So the Jews already had the scriptures. We actually know what scriptures Jewish people had in Muhammad's time, and they're the same as what they have today. You don't have to tell Jews what the Torah is or worry that it's been lost or corrupted. The Jews will tell you what the Torah is because they have it and they know it. Otherwise, Allah wouldn't have told the Prophet to ask them. So if you want to be like your Prophet and follow the command of the Quran, ask a Jew about the Torah. Find a rabbi and take some lessons. Sit at their feet and learn from them. The Quran commands it. There's so much you can learn. For example, you'll learn that Abraham knew nothing about the Kaaba or Mecca. You'll also learn that camels are not to be sacrificed or eaten.
Whoopsies!
You'll also learn that a prophet who speaks in the name of other gods is to be put to death. If you're concerned that the Torah contradicts the Quran in many places and that Moses would have executed Muhammad as a false prophet, too bad. You must submit to the Quran. If you have doubts, Allah commands to ask those who have been reading the scripture before you. That means the Jews and their Torah. If you think the Torah has been lost, too bad. The Quran tells us that people in Muhammad's time were reciting the scripture, and Muhammad personally endorsed the Torah. So, don't be among the doubters. To be a good Muslim, go ask a Jew about the Torah. Secondly, encourage a Jew to judge by the Torah alone. Quran 5:43 says, But why do they come to you for judgment when they have the Torah containing Allah's judgment? Then they turn away after all. How can you be a better Muslim? Allah told the Prophet to tell the Jews, Don't come to Muhammad for judgment. You have the Torah. Notice, the Jews have the Torah. The Quran affirms that Jews in Muhammad's day had the Torah. Allah wouldn't tell them to judge by a lost or corrupted book. Do Jews still have the Torah today? Yes. We know what scriptures Jewish people had in Muhammad's time, and they're the same as today. So if you want to obey your prophet, tell a Jew that they don't need Muhammad or the Quran. Tell your Jewish friends that they don't need to come to Muhammad's revelation for judgment about spiritual things. They should just read the Torah, which they have. Remember, the Quran commands it. If you tell a Jew to read the Quran, you're disobeying the Quran. You are a doubter, a disbeliever. The Quran commands Jews not to come to Muhammad for judgment. Don't be among the doubters. To be a good Muslim, go tell a Jew to judge by the Torah alone. Third, talk to the Jews who find Muhammad mentioned in their book. Quran 7:157 says, Those who follow the messenger, the illiterate prophet, whom they find mentioned written in their own Torah and gospel, he guides them towards righteousness, forbids them from evil, permits for them all good things, prohibits for them all impure things, and relieves them of their burdens and the shackles that has bound them. So, how can you be a better Muslim? Go talk to the people of the Torah who find Muhammad mentioned there. To be clear, it does not say, you Muslims can find Muhammad mentioned in the Torah. Don't go looking for Muhammad in the Torah. Instead, go talk to the Jews who find Muhammad in their Torah. The Quran says that they, the people of the Torah, find Muhammad mentioned in their Torah. And remember, it's their Torah, not some other Torah, not some hypothetical lost, uncorrupted, perfect Torah that no one actually has. It's their Torah, the Torah that they have. Since the people of the Torah were poring over it for millennia before Muhammad, it should be easy to locate commentaries and scholarly discussion about finding Muhammad in the Torah. The Quran says that they find Muhammad there. So, go ask a Jew where you can find Muhammad discussed in the rabbinic literature before his time. There is so much to choose from. Mishnah, the Jerusalem Talmud, the Babylonian Talmud, poetry, liturgy, philosophy, law, commentary, and so on. There are almost 2 million words in the Babylonian Talmud alone. Muhammad must be in there somewhere. So, go! The Quran tells you to.
Wrong.
If you don't find anyone, too bad. The Quran commands it. Don't be among the doubters. To be a good Muslim, go ask a Jew where they find Muhammad mentioned in their Torah.